Thanks to Banggood.com, they were nice enough to send me out the brand new Hubsan H123D X4 Jet brushless quadcopter. And doesn't that look nice? What does it put you in mind of? Yes, my favourite Rodeo 110. Look at it, even the landing legs look the same. And the way the camera is with its protective cover and everything. I just love the look of it, I really do. And the tri-blades as well, the size of the motor. But there's a lot of specifications that I don't know about it because I've not put them up. Anyway, let me get on with the rest of it. You can buy it in bind and fly or ready to fly. I got the ready to fly version and you get the transmitter with it. And it's got a built-in FPV screen, which is great. If you buy it in the bind and fly version, you can also hook it up to the HT011 transmitter. They bundled in a PAX antenna. I do believe that wasn't the best idea. They could have put a circular polarized antenna in. That would have been a lot better because you're not going to be facing the quadcopter with it all the time. And you also get your transmitter antenna, which is 2.4 gigahertz. The distance on the transmitter is anywhere between 100 and 150 meters. Yet to test that, you also get a screwdriver so you can adjust the camera because it's tiltable, and you get a battery charger. Now, I don't know if I'm too keen on this. I'm never keen on stock chargers that are bundled in. When I plug it in to charge the battery up, it goes red, then it goes green when it's fully charged. But sometimes it's blinking green, and other times it's solid green. It doesn't tell you in the manual which is which. And I've checked with the voltage checker to check the battery, and the cells have been way off. You also get an adapter. I know it's a awful sight here, but I've sellotaped it up here. It works. It charges the battery up. Now the battery, you get two of them, and the battery is 2-cell 25C 980 milliamp 7.6 HV LiPo, and it takes about 130 minutes to charge up. It weighs about 47 grams, and the length of the battery is 50 millimeters. The width of the battery is 24 millimeters, give or take, and the thickness of the battery is 20 millimeters. It comes with a JST plug, so you can plug it into the quadcopter, but to charge it up, you use the balance plug right here. If you've got your own hobby grade charger, I would highly recommend you use that to charge it up. It would be a lot better. Flight time on the batteries is about 10 minutes, believe it or not. I was hovering around the living room and I'm getting 10 minutes. But obviously if you're flying outside, you will not get 10 minutes. Not if you fly as crazy as me. Spare set of 3-inch prop, extra screws, an extra Velcro strap. You get the sunshade for the transmitter, but I'm not going to put that on just now. I've got a little booklet to show you how to put it on. I'm not going to sit here and put it on for you. And you also get a manual. But I do believe the manual is lacking a lot of details. That's just my opinion. It does get you up and running, but a lot of specifications are left out. I don't know the field of view of the camera. I don't know what type of ESCs there are. I don't know what type of motors there are. I don't know what type of VTX is in there, if it's 100 milliwatt, 25 milliwatt, or what. That's funny. I just don't know. They haven't given us the information. Now, the weight of the quadcopter, including the battery, is 125 grams. That's not too bad at all. Now, at the front, if you can see, you've got your 720p. Yes, that's a 720p HD camera at the front with a LED light at the bottom here. Now, you can record with your goggles or put in a micro SD card right there where it slots in. The problem with the micro SD card is it's not spring loaded. It's held in by friction, and I don't like that, just in case when you crash, it pops out when you're recording. Now, you can't record to the transmitter, even though the transmitter's got a micro SD card slot. I've tried that, it does not work. It only records to the SD card here, and to your goggles. The camera angle adjusts anywhere between 8 degrees down and 40 degrees upwards, which is great, so you can point it quite far up and fly it really fast forward, which I will be doing myself. Like I said, the field of view of the camera is unknown, but I'm taking a rough guess it's around 100 field of view. It's not 120, it's either 100 or 95 or something like that. From motor shaft to motor shaft, it's 135 millimeters, and the shaft themselves are 2 millimeters in thickness. Like I said, tri-blades at 3 inches. KV of the motors unknown, ESCs unknown, but I do like the fact that they've covered the ESCs up with plastic covers, and that's good just in case you crash and you don't short nothing out or the wires come loose. The whole quad is connected to a PCB board, just like the Rodeo 110, and on the side here you can see there's a micro USB port, and I'm guessing that to flash and upgrade the firmware on the quadcopter. Now let me just unstrap the battery that is in here and show you a little bit more and bring it up closer. As you can see right there is the ribbon cable, and that ribbon cable is for the micro SD card to record. Now I don't like where they've put that, and I'll tell you in a minute after I showed you this bit. This is the heat sink for the VTX. When you're putting the battery in, the way I put the battery in, the way it has to go in, is you push it down at the front and pop it in like so. If you push it down, I don't like the fact, just in case you accidentally move that ribbon cable or snap it, but it's been okay so far. There seems to be enough space, but I just wish they would have covered that part up. It would have been a lot better instead of leaving it like that. And come to say, the bottom plate, the thickness of the bottom carbon fiber plate is 2 millimeters, and the thickness of the side carbon fiber plate is 1 millimeter. The antenna itself is flexible, and that is good. If you can look in here, it looks like an IPEX antenna, and it comes connected onto the VTX. It's really hard to see. Connected with a UFL connector here, and the actual receiver to the transmitter is connected with a UFL connector as well at the bottom. Oh, wait a minute. Is that the VTX one or the antenna for the transmitter? I'm not quite sure. Let me have a look. I don't know. I really don't know, because I haven't opened it up. But what I do know, when you plug the battery in, you'll see lights at the bottom, and that will be the VTX it's on. You cannot change channels on the VTX, I'm afraid. There's no buttons anywhere. You just need to change the channel on your goggles. Forgot to look up on my other monitor what channel it is running on. There's no buttons to change the channel, I'm afraid. Okay, we'll get the main transmitter here, and your PAX antenna over its side where it says 5.8 gigahertz, and your transmitter antenna here where it says 2.4 gigahertz. The transmitter itself runs on 4 AA batteries, but you can use your second battery to run it, or you can hook a LiPo up to it. What I've done is that I've hooked a 2S LiPo, a 2200 milliamp LiPo up to it, and I use that. Now, at the side it says these are some kind of video in or out port, but there's no documentation on that. At the side you've got that micro SD card slot I was talking about, but it doesn't work. And you've got micro USB port here, but that probably to update the firmware, maybe that might get that SD card running. You can also turn the front LED light on and off. Every time you turn the transmitter on, it is on the off position, so you need to press and hold the button to turn it on. To bind the quadcopter, it's really easy. All you do is press and hold the photograph button and turn on the transmitter. Once you've done that, the LED light will flash right here. It will flash red. Don't touch any of the sticks once you've done that. Now plug in your quadcopter, put it on a flat surface, leave it there, and it will eventually bind and go green, and that's you. You can go and fly. Simple as that. Now, if you want to calibrate the gyro and the quadcopter's not flying properly, this is a strange way. You plug everything in, keep it on, and you push the throttle stick to the right, and you wiggle the right stick as fast as you can, like so, to the left and right, and you'll see the rear LED lights flashing, and after the flash, that's you calibrated the gyro. Now just wait like 20 seconds or so, it says, and don't move the quadcopter. Then after that you can go and fly, and that should be you. Any other trouble, just use your trim button to trim the quadcopter out. Now to arm the quadcopter, it's easy. All you do is push both of the sticks down to the outer corners like so. The motors will start, and that's you, and you push up and off you go. Now I'm going to plug the quadcopter in. Now you can do it whatever way you want. You can turn the transmitter on first or plug the quadcopter in first. I like to plug the quadcopter in first, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. Then I'm going to turn the transmitter on. Top right hand side here is how much battery life is left in the transmitter. Top left hand side is how much battery life is left in your quadcopter, and it showed you the pitch and roll. If I move the quadcopter, look at that. It shows you the pitch and roll. It moves about. That is cool, isn't it? I like that. That's quite cool. I don't know what the H0 is for, because if I move the dual rate, that does nothing. And also if you move the sticks, you can see that on the red side it's moving up and down or left and right, and at the other side as well that moves about too. At the bottom it says we're in manual mode. Then we can switch it to sports mode, then acro mode, and back to manual mode. And if we want to record, press the record button. You can see it just says record there, and it starts flashing away saying it's recording. That's it recording to the SD card right now. And if I press it and stop it, also the lights start flashing at the back of the quadcopter when it's recording, and you can take a picture as well. And what I'm going to show you, if I point it upward, press and hold, lights on, lights off. That's that throttle trim down to turn the light on and light off. I like the light on. It's a yellowish light. It's kind of cool. But there you have it. Don't forget, if you get out of range, it will drop out the sky after 3 seconds, so you won't get a flyaway quadcopter. When the battery's running low, the rear lights will blink really, really fast, but when it's recording, they'll blink just slowly. So just remember to keep an eye on those LED lights. And you also hear this. Can you hear that? Is there a noise coming from that? Look, the light is flashing there. I don't know if there's a high-pitched noise, but my son says there is. And this battery, it's just annoying to get out. It's the most annoying thing, the way they've done this. It's the same as the Rodeo 110. The way they made the battery at the back, plugging it in and out, it's just a nightmare. It really is. But anyway, overall, this is a great quadcopter for beginners. Very stable, as you will see, because I couldn't get a fly outside. It's been raining for days and days, but I had to do this review. This is a great quadcopter. I like it. I just want to get it out there and fly it. See how fast I can push it. See how it flips. And that's just about it. Don't forget to check the links in the description below to where you can buy the quadcopter, and click those links to buy the quadcopter, because it helps to support the channel. And without that support, I won't get any more quadcopters into review for you and give the good points and bad points about them. So far, so good. For me, this is not too bad, but I haven't flown it outside, and that'll be another opinion. But for now, it's stable, good for beginners. That's all I can say. And I'll give you the rest of the feedback once I get it outside, like I said. Enjoy the little flight footage of me flying around the living room. Like I said, it's around 10 minutes. You can skip it. I think I cut it at about 6 minutes. And that's it. As always, my friend, don't forget to like and subscribe, and happy flying. Okay, before we start, we're going to turn the light on. I'm going to start recording, and off we go. And look how stable that is. Now the lights are flashing at the back because I'm recording. If I stop recording, the lights will stop flashing. And when the battery's low, you will hear a buzzing noise from the transmitter, and the lights will also start to flash as well. The LEDs are great for orientation, and let's have a look at this lovely Scottish weather. And that is exactly why I'm not flying outside today. It is really, really horrible. Windy and wet. How nice. Now I'm also recording from my Fat Shark goggles. The interference might be from my router. I'm guessing it's from my router because it's a 5G router. I've had that problem in a couple of occasions with other quadcopters as well. You do get around about 10 minutes of flight time if you're in the house, but if you're flying outside, I don't know yet. I have to test that out, and it can be very punchy. It's got punch in it. I do believe they put some kind of expo on the sticks, because when you are moving them just nice and slowly, and all of a sudden you see that little jerk there, all of a sudden you move it just a little bit more, it tends to nudge off really quickly, you know. It's a great beginner quadcopter. Just like, it looks exactly like the Rodeo 110, like I said, and if they'd put prop guards in with the kit, it would be excellent. I think it would really make people want to buy it, and you can hover it indoors like I am doing. But as you very well know, I've been flying for a long time, and I'm used to flying in the house. I learned how to fly in the house. Is it worth it, the price tag? Well, the camera quality is really good, that 720p camera. Ooh, you're going down there, are you? That's all my son's mess that has here. But it's a really stable quadcopter, it is. I've yet to test out a normal 2-cell LiPo battery. I don't like them bringing out all these proprietary HV batteries at different voltages. I really don't. I can't wait to get it outside and really put it through its paces, because as you all know, I love to fly fast, and this thing will be getting pushed to its limits. I've got 2 batteries, so I'll need to make them count. Yeah, it's a great little indoor flyer. You can just sit here and hover it around if you want. Great fun. I like the look of it as well. They really have. They've copied the Rodeo 110. I don't mind that at all, because the Rodeo 110 is a great looking quadcopter. It really is. You'll be able to fly this at night time because you've got those LED lights. The front one's not that bright comparing to the Rodeo 110. Right, now, the thing is, if you're recording, will the lights flash faster when the battery's going down? Because I won't be able to hear the beating on the transmitter. You know I can't hear high-pitched noises. Well, I can hear certain ones, it just depends. Right now I'm looking at the transmitter and I'm at 7.2 volts on the battery on the quadcopter. I mean, I don't want to push it too hard in the living room because I don't want to crash it just yet. I want to get it outside, and I don't mind crashing it if I'm outside. And I'm not changing it in any other modes because it will be too quick in this. It's too small a space in here, it really is. But if you watched it, I've got one video where I was flying the Rodeo 110 in here through the house really fast, and that was absolutely crazy. I haven't done that since. Great quadcopter, but how is it going to fare outside, I wonder? I'm going to stop recording here because I do believe the battery's going to go out sometime soon. We're at 7 volts on the battery now. Those back LED lights will start to flash. You'll be getting bored watching this. Just skip along. There's no need to watch me just hovering and babbling away. It's a pity they didn't give out more specifications on what kind of ESC they are and what motors, but they look similar, really similar to the Rodeo 110, they do. Am I feeling that battery? Yeah, I'm on the red now. I can see red on the screen. Now I don't want to fly in the house with my goggles on because that lens on the camera, I do believe it's about 90, 95 or something. It's not 120 field of view. There's no way I would use my goggles. But those lights are going to flash. I get a funny feeling. What is it, about 6.9? Right, we're coming down to 6.9 now. Yeah, we're at 6.9 volts. Not got much longer to go now. I don't like the sticks, they're too big for my fingers. I think I might shave them down a bit. It's going to be really awkward for me to fly with big sticks like these. They're just too long. Are you ever going to run out, battery? I don't think it does want to run out. That little twitch, you see, that's me with my finger because my fingers are too small for the transmitter. Oh dearie me. If you're going to buy this for your kid, don't. Well, you'll need to modify the stick. Go buy it for your kid, but modify it. You'll need the sticks are far too long. And the battery's still going. We're at 6.8 volts now. Come on, you're bound to give in. You going to give in? I can feel it's wanting to give in anytime soon. Yeah, it's going to give in. I'm really high up on the throttle now. There you go. Is it going to come down and automatically land? Yeah, stick input at the end when the battery is low. is really not nice at all, so don't run it right down. I would run it down to about, I don't know. I need to get the voltage checker and check the battery voltage. Right, that's it. That's the little hover for indoors.